Well, hello there. It's been a hot minute since we vlogged. That doesn't mean that we stopped doing things on the house, but things have been kind of really busy. I submitted my PhD! That was a mad rush towards the end to fix that. I'll have my viva in, I don't know, a couple of months or so. Things have been progressing on the house. As you can see, there are like these mats for painting because Niels is painting!
Hi. Today I'm gonna attempt to put some primer in the guest bedroom. It needs sorting out before we can put some wallpaper on there. And I thought I'd make it easy for myself. We got a paint gun with everything that goes with it. I'll be honest, I have never used a paint gun. You can see it's quite a lot of work to be done in here. Right, wish me luck, because I'm pretty sure I'll need it. Oh, hold on, look close. Oh, this is supposed to go over there. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Well, so far so bad. I need to dilute it. Well, looks like I'm going back to the manual. The room definitely looks white. So does a lot of my head and arms. I used way too much paint. I could not quite control how to do that properly. Yeah, I used like the entire bucket of that thing, which is supposed to cover about 64 square meters, which this is nowhere near. But it's white. There's a lot of dust. And although every single video tells you it makes a lot of dust, nothing quite prepares you for how much dust it creates. Very happy I put on a mask. So I'd say it's definitely better than what it was before. Would a professional have done a better job? Definitely, definitely. But this was fun, most of the time. Well, stay tuned, I'm sure there's more of these things to come. And we're starting on the next project. Today I'm gonna try to put down a laminate floor in this room. You know, the one that I just had that huge paint job on that went so well. Let's just hope that it goes a little bit better with me trying to put down the floor. That's the only. And then the laminate floor, which was a complete bargain. We managed to find it on Facebook groups. As you can see, they've been used before, but it's still in very good nick. And there's 2 brand new packs of the whole thing here as well. Sorry about the mess. Enough talking, let's get cracking. And then just as you think, actually, this is going rather well, it's going rather smoothly, you realize you made a huge mistake. It was folded double at the beginning, and I totally missed that until I tried to connect the other one and realized that, you know, the change in height is quite significant. Let's fix that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I did a bad job. I think this is pretty decent looking. This is all the bit that's left, by the way, so we got just enough of the stuff, which is perfect. Look at that, isn't it neat? Do realize now that we have no straight lines on the walls, so the laminate part could be interesting. Now you can see the first very easy pieces are done, and only this much more to go. Now we realize that we have very little left over from the underlay. It looks like the laminate is going to be very tight as well. We should just about have enough. So it's a case of measuring every single piece and cutting as little as possible to make sure that we actually make it through the entire room. I'm gonna fit the final piece. Let's hope that one fits, and then the room's done. Yay! Final piece. Yay. Okay. Beauty. Nice. So much better than before. We're actually gonna do this part properly later on, but it was so bad that we needed a temporary fix. That's what it looked like before. You know, patches of grey and white plaster, kind of very dirty walls. That's the most offending bit right there. But this entire wall here was exactly like that.
Yay!
Hence the need to fix it.
Yeah.
So I've been painting for 2 days in the sweltering heat.
Yay! Got this chandelier. Isn't it cute? I love all the colors. It was originally meant for over there. Maybe it will still end up there one day, but for now it's here. And we got this a beautiful antique cupboard from our neighbors. They moved out and they gave us this. Then Niels has painted this whole room. I know there's still a lot of detailing that needs to be fixed here, but eventually this is going to be totally different. But for now, this is it. This wall used to have the gray plastering as well, so now it's like just all plain white, but still it's so much better than it was before. Some of the other things that have been happening that we didn't film is we had some huge blockage in our drainage pipes, which nearly resulted in a brown fountain in our bathroom, and we could only use one toilet in our house. We were lucky that we could still use that toilet, and we could only use a sink in there, but that sink only has cold water, so we couldn't do the dishes, we couldn't do the laundry, we couldn't take a shower. That was so much fun. And we had some issues with Asian hornets. And afterwards we had a beehive that decided to take up shop inside our wall. That has been taken care of as well. Unfortunately, they couldn't rescue the beehive. And then the other day we had a wasp nest in our carriage, so bugs have been an issue. Kitchen is still not done yet. I mean, everything is put in by the kitchen people, but we still have to do the backsplash and finish doing the wallpapering and all those details.